many of you are into niche fragrances. For me, it's kind of where it's at in the fragrance world. When my wife and I traveled to Thailand late last summer, we visited Bangkok, and they got some great mega malls. So if you ever go to Bangkok, you got to check out the malls. They're extraordinary, and they've got quite a few perfume stores in the malls, which is awesome for me. I was surprised to find a couple that I really fell in love with. And one of the fragrance lines that they had in there was by Xerjoff. And I must have smelled 10 or 15 different fragrances. And I fell in love with a fragrance called Richwood. Not a huge fan of rose in fragrances, but there's something about this fragrance that just makes you want to keep smelling it. I sprayed a couple samples in the store, sprayed it on myself, walked around for a few hours, and I'm like, this is pretty good. And then even 4, 5, 6 hours later, I was like, still catching whiffs of it, 8 hours in. Gang, this stuff is potent. Let me just tell you, do not overspray this. But it's a combination of rose. It's like a powdery rose. It's not offensive in any way, shape, or form. But if you're looking for something that's high-end, luxurious, it's kind of elegant, something you want for special occasions, this is the scent you want. I'm going to go into some details, tell you what I love about this scent. It's not all good, but it was good enough for me to buy a 100 milliliter bottle. And this stuff is not cheap. This is high-end, niche fragrance. It's expensive. You only want to buy a bottle like this. It's not blind buy safe. You want to sample this product. Order a decant, a couple of milliliters. 2 milliliters should be good. Again, very potent. You just want to spray a little bit. Do not overspray like Jay with this one. 1 or 2 sprays will do you, and this stuff will project all day long. Probably lasts, for me, 10 to 12 hours. You can still smell it on your clothes 24 hours later. But it's something you want for special occasions. It's got CEO money vibes about it. Probably not for the younger generation, but for those 30 and up that want a niche fragrance, this could be a signature fragrance for you. I'm just happy to add this one to my collection. So I'm going to put it up here on the shelf, and then I'm going to dive into the details for you. I'm going to go right there. Probably in my top 20 for sure. Top 2 when it comes to rose fragrances. Love the fragrance. Can't wait to share a little bit more about it with you. Richwood is part of the 1717 Stone Collection by Xerjoff. Gets a rating of 4.41 on Frangética. And for me personally, it gets a rating of 9.5 out of 10. The only reason I didn't give it a 10 is because I realized that this fragrance is not for everybody. The small stone on the outside of the Richwood bottle is called petersite. It's a semi-precious stone from Nigeria. And it also happens to be a pyroelectric stone, which means the stone will actually produce electricity if you heat it up, which is kind of cool. It's like lightning or electricity is trapped inside of the stone, just waiting to be released. And apparently the Norse goddess Freya is associated with this stone. She is the goddess of love, beauty, and fertility, and romance. She's also the goddess of war. She's a Valkyrie, so she has the ability to fly with some special necklace she has, and 2 cats pull her chariot. So if that's important to you, there you go. So let's transition over to my unboxing. When I got my Xerjoff fragrance in the mail, comes in a nice snakeskin type box. When you open it up, it's got some tissue paper. It's kind of like a nice little velvety coffin for your fragrance. Just beautiful presentation from this luxury house. And one of the cool things about Xerjoff fragrances is they have an ability to authenticate your fragrance. You just hold your phone up to this little sticker they have on there. It'll take you to a website so you can authenticate your fragrance. And it will let you know that it's the real thing or not the real thing. So I thought that was pretty awesome. This is a woody cipher fragrance. What makes it cipher is it has a citrus top note, middle notes of floral, which in this case is rose, and base notes tend to be mossy or resinous. In this case, patchouli, and what makes it a woody cipher is the warm sandalwood. So what are people saying about this masterpiece? Well, first of all, they're comparing it to Chanel's Coromandel or Frederic Maule's Musk Ravager, and I do think it's a fair comparison. Musk Ravager tends to be a bit more bubblegummy and sweet than Richwood, which tends to be more rose-centered and powdery. I have not smelled Coromandel, so if you smell that, let me know what it smells like and if it's similar to Richwood or not. But since I love Richwood, I'm most likely going to buy Musk Ravager as well. It's a bit sweeter, and it's one of those fragrances that I just can't get enough of. I just keep smelling and smelling throughout the day. Last but not least, what are people saying about this fragrance? They're saying it's luxurious, it's got old money vibes, but not like old lady. It's natural, it's not synthetic at all. It's opulence in a bottle. It's dirty elegance. It's a work of art. It's a thing of beauty. It can smell a bit off, a little bit sour or bitter to some, maybe too earthy or damp. Some even say they get nauseated, and I could see that in very high heat. So this is definitely a winter or fall fragrance or a special occasion fragrance you could wear at night. So just don't overspray it. Definitely one you want to consider adding to your collection if you're considering adding something from the house of Xerjoff or you're looking for a rose forward fragrance.